today's episode of Deleted Wrestle Zone, we're going to feature one of the last two events featuring in Gatoh Move's ChocoPro events with Emi Sakura before she leaves to the US. And also, we got New Japan Pro Wrestling continuing with Summer Struggle, but also decided to start the commencement of Super Junior Tag League. And also, I want to apologize to those. I said I was going to do GCW, but unfortunately, I could not do that for this particular episode. But I will do that in the following episode. But however, I will replace it with the latest GLEAT promotion based out of Japan, which is, of course, called G Pro Wrestling Version 2, which I'm very excited to get a hold on this one. So let's get started with another episode of Deleted Wrestle Zone.
Are you ready? Get up, get up! 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 Get up, get up!
Welcome everybody to Deleted Wrestle Zone, all things that it's pro wrestling with AEW, NXT, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, the National Wrestling Alliance, various promotions, wrestlers, matches, and championships. I'm your host, Jay Rod here. So let's begin with the latest Choco Pro show by Got to Move. As you know, I mentioned this is one of two of the last events that we'll get to see Emi Sakura, but this one particular, you will get to see her as her last event as a referee. Now, she has been wrestler, promoter, ring announcer, you name them. But the matches were pretty good. So let's go with the first match, which was a three-way between Yasuri versus Yuna Mizunuri and versus Masa Masahiro Takanashi. Now, this match was so interesting because in certain times, Emi Sakura was not playing favoritism with Takanashi or Mizunuri, but mostly from Tsurugi. So this was a very fun match, but however, they were able to separate her. But however, the most impressive move was coming from Mizunuri when she put both Takanashi and Tsurugi in a double submission. However, who tapped out was Tsurugi. Takanashi would not give up. So uh, Mizunuri won the match by an impressive show of strength of submission. Next match, these two ladies have been friends since day one. We're talking about the high energy Chiko Ishikawa and, of course, the leader of the Pencil Army, Lulu Pencil. So, this is one of those matches you know that's going to be so hard to watch because these two known each other from day one. They've been part of this thing from the very beginning, and now they're. I think this is their first time ever. How do I say this? Facing off each other, but it was a really good match. But however, I did not anticipate a whole lot with this one. Now, Balinaki was mostly saying he believed that Lulu Pencil could win this one. Lulu Pencil has been on losing streaks in the past, but fortunately, it was high energy Chiko Ishikawa that won this one with an amazing pinfall. But of course, Lulu Pencil needs to get back on track if she needs to get her hands on Chris Brooks one last time. Now, the main event, we have Chon Shiru teaming up with the Super Asia champion Minoru Fujita to take on the Best Bros. Now, this match was so insane. Emi Sakura was getting caught in the crossfire time and time again. But however, she made the only decision she thought was right was a no contest. Basically, she just called off the match, but unaware to them that her tag team partner for the next one, Takanashi, showed up and attacked all of them. Not only the Best Bros, but anybody that was there, except for Emi Sakura. So basically, they're ready for their final match. Well, this is going to be her final match, but the next one, this is going to be a very interesting event to follow, and I can't wait to share it with all of you guys. All right, so New Japan Pro Wrestling continues with their Summer Struggle events, but also the began Super Junior Tag League. There's not a lot of the junior heavyweight contenders in tag teams at this point. Some of them come from the US and Mexico, but because of the restrictions of COVID 19, it made it harder. But however, they were able to pull off some teams that can build up in this one, and we'll see how that goes. So let's go with the opening match, which is a non Super Junior Tag League match. We have Tenzan, Makabe, and Yano taking on the members of Bullet Club, Yado, Yujiro, and Chase Owens. Now keep in mind, Yano is trying to get back his trophy that Chase Owens beat him with for, and now it's becoming apparent that he wants it back no matter what. Chase Owens is not going to let that happen, but however, it was Yano who pinned um, Yado into this match because he knew that there was only one way to win this one with his usual tactics, which was being a bit of a trickster, and that's what he did. He gave Yado the low blow when the referee did not even see it, and he won. He has Chase Owens on the run, so we'll see when that happens. I'm assuming it might be in Wrestle Grand Slam. Next match, we have Tomoaki Hamna teaming up with the members of Chaos, who are also the current Never Openweight six-man tag team champions, Yoshihashi, Tomohiro Ishii, and Hiroki Goto, taking on all four members of LIJ: Bushi, Sanada, Naito, and Tagagi. This is one of those matches where you know it's going to be interesting because Sanada, Bushi, and Naito made a play to get their hands on the never openweight six-man tag team champions. But however, you probably would guess who was the weakest link in the opposing team with Chaos and Tamaki Himna. I have to say it's Hamna because it was Sanada who put him in this in his cold skull submission, forcing him to tap out. So basically, he's showing his superiority. But however, do they have a chance to dethrone these guys from Chaos? Well, we'll see when that day comes because this is going to be one interesting match to watch. Now we get to the first match of the Super Junior Tag League. We got Bullet Club, Dick Togo, and Ghetto taking on Tiger Mask and Robbie Eagles. Now, I was a bit skeptical in this match because I wasn't sure if Tiger Mask and Robbie Eagles will get along. Reason I say this: Eagles, he's a member of Chaos. Tiger Mask, he's part of the main unit, which is the New Japan unit. But it appears like they did work pretty well. I was like very impressed with their teamwork, despite that this is their first time teaming because the last time Eagles was in this tournament, he teamed up with Taiji Shimori. They had no winning streaks on this one that much, but this time we'll see how Robbie Eagle is because he is the current IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. But I have to say he pulled off the same way he did by putting Ghetto in a submission, forcing him to tap out, giving 2 points for his team, which I'm assuming they're doing a point system. Next up, we have Suzuki Gun, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and El Desperado taking on Master Wato and Ryusuke Taguchi. One heck of a match. It was very interesting because we do know Kanemaru and Despi are two of the best junior heavyweight tag team champions in New Japan, and not to mention Desperado was the previous two title holder as both IWGP heavyweight champions for tag team and singles competition. Since he no longer has both, it's a perfect opportunity for him and Kanemaru to get back on the high horse and score them some gold. And that's exactly what he did when, of course, Kanemaru put Wato away once and for all. No, Taguchi, and he pulled a fast one on him. And I don't think Taguchi saw that one coming. And finally, we get to the main event, which is Roppongi 3K Shoenyo taking on the other members of Bullet Club, the current IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, El Fantasmo and Taiji Shimori. Now, this is one of those matches you know for a fact everybody's paying attention to El Fantasmo because they believe he has something in his shoe. And this time, it looks like a new tactic has showed. Since they're fully aware of the shoe, they Taiji Shimori decided to end it by putting Sho in a submission and forcing him to tap out. So basically, we don't know if they're being cautious, but we'll see when that happens because right now we're still going to continue on with Super Junior Tag League, so that's going to be in the next episode. Okay, so we got the latest GLEAT event, the G Pro Wrestling version 2. This took place on the 4th of August. So we have in the opening match, we have a 6-man tag team match. Kaz Hayashi, Daijiro, and of course Jun Masaoka taking on the Stronghearts, Shugehiro Ire, and Shima teaming up with Koji Iwamato. Now, this is a very impressive match because normally the Stronghearts don't team up with other people that are not part of their faction. But Koji Iwamato is a very impressive wrestler. He actually pulled off an amazing pinfall when he actually pinned Kaz Hayashi. I have to say, this guy is someone you need to pay attention to. However, it appears there's tensions between both men. They look like they want to continue on fighting, but Shima had to restore order into this mess, and that's what exactly he does. So basically, we don't know. I don't know if they're gonna have a singles match between each other. I would definitely like to see that. Next up, we got the women's match. We got Momoka Ayana Somo taking on Michiko Miyagi. Now, we all know Michiko Miyagi, who we've seen her reputation. Those who don't, she was part of Odatai for a short time. One of the most strongest individuals. She even showed up in the promotion Diana and a few others. She is very impressive with her ways of putting someone in the how do I say this? Well, she put people in submissions, all that. She's a bit of a more aggressive, and you would not expect her to win if you know she is capable of pulling it off. That's exactly what she did. Now with Momoka, she wouldn't give up no matter how hard she did it, but out of nowhere, she just gave up, lost to Miyagi, and she picked up the victory on this one. Next up, we got Soma Watanabe taking on Minoru Tanaka. What a great match. Very interesting because I've been following Minoru Tanaka for quite some time. He's an impressive wrestler. I was assuming that this match was going to go a little longer than I hoped. It was good. The comebacks, the turnarounds, the counters, everything was great about this match, and I think it was pretty good. However, it was Tanaka who somehow was able to pull up a very good pin, making it the 3 second count, and now he won the match. Next up, we got Hayato Tomura taking on Ryuichi uh, Kawakami. This is another interesting match. These two guys, they're two of the most dangerous wrestlers in GLEAT or anywhere in the freelancing world of wrestling in Japan. These guys went all the way like you wouldn't imagine, but however, it was Kawakami who picked up the victory, but it appears he formed some sort of alliance with Tamura. We don't know what it was, but it turns out it wasn't the last of it. The main event was a tag team match. We got Strong Hearts, El Lindaman, and Issei Onatsuka taking on Yu Izuki and Takanori Ito. Now, this is a very interesting match. El Lindaman is one of the most stronger wrestlers and also one of the best junior heavyweights. However, he had to pull up his entire weight to take on guys like these guys, And that's exactly what he did. And you would have imagined the counters that what's his name? Onizuka to pull it off to make sure that teams win. But however, it was Elton Lindemann that pinned Izuka in order to continue on. But however, the little celebration was cut short when Tamura and Kami attacked, and here comes T-Hawk to confront them. So I don't know what they're saying, but I can tell this is going to be one interesting event. So we'll see where this is going to lead us down the line with GLEAT at this point. So if there's more, I'll review those. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this episode, but once again, I apologize. I know I said the last episode I was going to do GCW, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. Had some other things going on, but this is what I normally would do. But the next time I'll do it, those more Got to Move and New Japan on the next episode. But you may never know what I'll put in the next one. But I'll keep you guys apprised. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next DWZ time, same DWZ channel. I must bid all of you adieu. So goodbye. Mwah, and have a nice day. Bang.